In my last video, I discussed how NFTs are digital records that prove ownership of something. And as I discussed, NFTs are just a mathematical way to prove uniqueness, and they're stored on a blockchain system. If you own an NFT, you keep it in an Ethereum wallet. Your Ethereum wallet is how you prove you own anything on the blockchain, let it be tokens, coins, and NFTs. Your wallet is literally your key to proving ownership. Ethereum innovated on the current website domain system and created a process for people to be able to prove they own a name on Ethereum. Ethereum Naming Service, or ENS, is a human-readable naming service using NFT technology to prove ownership of a name. So this means I now have an NFT that proves I own my name. No one else in the world can have an NFT with the same name. And when using ENS, that name is now tied to my wallet. So I can use that name to authenticate the wallet. But why does any of this matter? Right now, Ethereum is one of the most widely used blockchains, with tens of millions of people accessing the blockchain every month. For example, MetaMask, the most common Ethereum wallet, has over 10 million active users alone. People use their wallets to make transactions and authenticate. But without ENS, your wallet's difficult to use in different places because it requires you to copy and paste the 42 random characters that make up that ID. With ENS, you can just use your name rather than the 42 characters. This is similar to how you can type in google.com instead of 172.217.164.142 or the IP of google.com. Right now, the world of crypto, or what some people are calling Web3, and the rest of tech are entirely siloed. The tools in Web3 that make authentication effortless don't work on the rest of the web, but this is about to change. To explain, let me take a step back and explain why crypto wallets are so revolutionary. The Ethereum blockchain is based on public-private keys and the public key encryption system. And wallets are the private key part of that system that authenticates on the Ethereum blockchain. Public key encryption as a technology is a topic for another video, but simply put, it allows systems to authenticate across the internet using the highest encryption standards. Today, when you go to log on to a site to authenticate yourself, you generally have two options. You can enter a username and password, a password that you hopefully have randomly generated and have stored in a password manager, or use something called single sign-on. You know that very convenient button that says sign on with Google, sign on with Facebook, sign on with enter the name of a large tech company? This is very convenient because it leans on the public-private key pair Google, Facebook, Microsoft, LinkedIn have created for their own systems to work, and it authenticates using those services. To make this work, your browser saves little digital tokens that verify your identity on those sites. The system works well, but has one major flaw. You don't own your Gmail account, your Facebook account, or your LinkedIn account. Those companies own those accounts, and they have an occasional tendency to lock users out, sometimes for no reason. Now imagine it's bad enough to be locked out of your Gmail account, but imagine if all your passwords were tied to that Gmail account. It would bring your life, both your digital and physical life, to a screeching halt. This is a problem Ethereum and the Ethereum naming service accidentally solved by giving everyone and anyone who wants one a wallet with a public-private key pair. As Ethereum grew, so did the ecosystem of development around Ethereum that produced beautifully designed and secure software for using wallets in the browser. MetaMask is a great example of great Web3 design. ENS has recently granted a contract for the development of an SSO or single sign-on application on Ethereum for authentication on Web 2. This will be a bridge, a connection between the worlds of Web 2 and Web 3. The final step will be the adoption of Ethereum single sign-on into websites, and we will be on our way to a truly passwordless future. Please reach out if you're interested in learning more or want to partner with us on projects in this area. Thanks for listening.